welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AKAAWOL, and we're back with another bracelet design. This time we're starting with pattern 4212 on friendshipbracelets.net. So let me copy this and bring it over to our template, Control V, and just move it over here to the side a bit and make that go to a new layer. I think I'm going to start at the top to make it come out sort of nice at the end. Normally I start in the middle, and I don't know, I kind of feel like this time we could do this a little bit differently. So the first row is a solid row, and the next one it skips right about there. So that's kind of neat. And I can, for future references, I can just add a guideline to make it easier for the next ones. Instead of green and red, which feels very Christmassy, let's go with white and gray. So that's gray, and then the next row here, this will all be gray, comes in 2. So this kind of puts it right in the middle. Because we're doubling it, we're getting a whole extra row here. And again, this is one of those patterns that can go a couple different ways. So I'm gonna try it a couple different ways. We'll see what looks to be the more interesting thing to actually make. Now, because we start at the top, this is going to make the center kind of a little on the random side. I don't know what's going to happen. We will see. And you can kind of tell by the way that I'm like setting this up that like I found an easy way of like counting it, and so I just kind of stick to that same pattern because it's just easier that way. So this comes in, that would be a dark one. Huh. Oh, we've made a mistake over here, so I'll show you what we can do with this. This little magic wand is a fuzzy select tool. If I choose this black box over here and copy and paste it, I can then move the box and anchor it right into the place. So back to my paint tool, there we go. And then that one there is gray. Cool. So there's the beginning of it. So now I'm going to go over here to image and I'm going to hit duplicate. So now I have 2 versions to play with. So with this first version, let's hide our template, or not our template, the inspiration, and copy this whole upper right area here. Control C, Control V, grab my flip tool and just flip it over the line. Interesting. And then grab the whole top half, Control C, Control V, and flip it again. So that is one version of this. Now mind you, I haven't put in all of the underlying threads, but it's really super straightforward. Yeah, we can do that over here on this other one. Paint bucket. actually, I don't think that first one there is white. But yeah, so it's 4 whites coming straight across. Real simple. I guess, yeah, I guess it can be white going this way. Because this here, these are the dark ones. And it's the middle ones that get used. One of the things I tend to always make mistakes is because I don't zoom in quite enough to clearly get this done right. And you can see now it's the 4 whites that are going to go underneath this way and then give us the diamond in the center here. Okay, so that's, like I said, adding the way the strings go in is really pretty easy. The question here would be, how does this, I guess the box for the dark one would have been kind of elsewhere. This is going to be the white in here. Yeah, so the dark one would have been further up. So these are the darks coming through this way. Kind of going over top of the white ones. And you just end up with these little white boxes sort of on either of the sides. So this would be an alternative way of making the same kind of pattern. This one goes all the way. Yeah. Again, it'd probably be a lot easier just to put in the guidelines again. Right? And then it's just making these longer rows with little squares in it. Not very complicated. This would be obviously an easy way of making this twice as wide. Oh, thought I had the other color. So yeah, 2 different versions of playing with the same pattern. I'm going to go and fill all this stuff in, and yeah, it's going to take me a little while, but let me just thank my Patreon supporters as well as my YouTube members for making all of this possible. I think I'm going to go and make the more complicated version, the first one, as opposed to this. This one just seems like it would be really pretty easy to do, and I kind of want to see what the other one is like. This could easily be a very beginner's bracelet because it's simply just going to use the left and right knots to do it. So yeah, I'm going to go finish these up so that way the patterns can be over on my website, akaawol.com. Just look under the tutorials, you'll find it. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. And as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.